Hey y'all, Kacie here, and before I got started with this little snack-sized visit to my corner of the world, I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for your patience. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and acknowledge this is super late. I am behind on all my schedules. Fun with bipolar life and just life in general. I know life has been lifing real hard for a lot of folks. Um, this time of year, I know I'm not the only one, so. Thank you so much, as I've just needed to take some time after I got back from Anahata's, to just focus on my family life at home and on our dog, our senior dog, whose health I will discuss in the next month's episode, but um, she did pass away at the beginning of October. So I have needed just a little extra time to adjust to our new schedules and new circumstances without that very important member of our household. Just on top of life in general. So thank you so much. And let's get into it, y'all. Let's get started. Go get your snack. Thank you. Love you guys. Hey y'all, welcome back to my little podcasting corner of the world. I'm Kacie, your friendly bipolar hedgewitch guide to the witchyverse. I'm back with another snack-sized visit from my little corner of the world to yours. Each month I'm here with my stories from around the witch community and beyond, so grab a snack and your favorite fun drink, and don't forget that water, and settle in for this month's Snackisodes. It's September and it's been a while. How have y'all been since we last had a visit? I hope the equinox found you well and treated you to the seasonal changes so needed after such an extreme season of heat in so many parts of this hemisphere. While the heat seemed to follow me up to Pennsylvania on my recent trip to Anahata's, it was cooler than the seemingly endless triple digits we had here in North Texas since June. However, the rainy weather I experienced the entire time I was up north followed me home, and we briefly had enough rain to end the fire ban and break that triple digit streak. While it didn't last, then the burn ban went back in place. You can bet your boots us Texans are busting out the sweaters in the mornings every chance we get. Lows at night at 70s? Brr. I'm here for it. As you may know, I recently attended this year's Anahata's Purpose Spiritual Wellness Retreat for the second year in a row, and this year I got to attend as a volunteer and a facilitator. A decade ago, I never could have seen myself doing such a thing. Dreaming about it, yes. Doing it, no. I used to dream of being one of those, PBS presenters I loved so much, but was way too afraid to talk in front of people. At times, it gets bad enough my throat closes up and I can't even speak to my loved ones. I had to do years of work healing myself and building a community of support in order to even consider doing what I just did, let alone actually doing the thing. Do the thing became a kind of mantra I kept repeating to hype myself up to get through this major milestone. So much so, my friends picked up on it and kept cheering me on to do the thing. While I know I wouldn't be here where I'm at had I not done the inner, mental, and physical work to get here, I absolutely would not be here without my support network. Whether it's the husband, family and friends at home, or my bees and beans, y'all lifted me up when I need it, lit a fire under my ass when I need it, because sometimes even an Aries struggles to burn. Thank you so much for your support and for getting me through these past few months. This year, I traveled solo for the first time. Well, no friends or family by my side, but really, I'm never solo with a support network like mine. Even so, I needed to apply all the skills and tools I've learned since I started this mental health and wellness journey. I would need to face pretty much every fear I ever had in order to get myself to teaching in front of a live studio audience, or, something like that. I knew this would be hard, but I also knew deep in my heart it was something I needed to prove to myself that I could do. As a girl, I dreamed of traveling the world and somehow ended up so afraid of it by the time my youth was done with me. Trauma left me perfectly happy to stay home with my safe people, but I didn't recognize myself as that person. I longed to see the world with excited curiosity and joy once again. I needed to find me again, so I started this journey of facing my fears and in turn empowering myself. I went to the airport this year with the plan for managing my anxiety. Find the sunrise, find the art, find the Dr. Pepper. I felt absolutely empowered as I successfully got my luggage checked, made it through security, found the sunrise, art, and Dr. Pepper, and then onto the plane to Chicago for my layover. My 3-step plan had left me feeling calm and delighted to be on this journey. The way home was a nightmare, and that's a whole other story I'm not going into today. My stop in Chicago ended up being the best time I've ever had in an airport because I discovered Midway has a yoga room. I stepped behind a magical door out of the crowd and into a quiet room with yoga mats, a bench, a wall mirror, and soft meditative music piping through the speakers to help drown out any of the airport sounds. It was a dream come true for my frayed nerves and tight hips. Having had arthritic hips since I was 19, the pain was another reason I gave up the idea of traveling. But daily and at times constant stretching has gotten me to this far. After that stop in Chicago, I really think every airport should have stretching areas near the gates. After that, my flight to Philly was so much more comfortable than last year's final leg of the trip there. I arrived at my destination anxious about catching my ride, but not spiraling into a panic and turning into a squonk for the remainder of the evening, like, last year. Also, shout out to the squonks! Getting back to Anahata's purpose as a facilitator was a milestone I still haven't fully processed. People paid money to attend an event I was welcomed as a teacher at, and that is a dream I never thought would come true back when I was going through my lowest moments of my youth. As I was setting up my classroom that Saturday, I looked at my assembled collection of supplies and reviewed my notes and tried to remind myself that I had something the event organizers clearly decided their guests might like. And knowing how well curated this event is, it's an honor I'm still wrapping my mind around. That first class was a nerve-wracking blur for me, but I also remember every moment as it was seared into my core. The brain's funny that way. My favorite moment was getting to say, "That's a good question," a few times, and having some very interesting conversations about snakes and the way their energy speaks to me. I'm still in the process of editing, but if you want to hear and see more from my trip to Anahata's purpose, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube's channel, Kacie's Corner, and keep an eye out for my complete vlog from my trip to this year's purpose. If you want to hear more of my witchy stories and other musings, be sure to tune in next month at some point in time around the end of the month for your next snack-sized visit with me. Don't forget, you can now send me an email and I'll call it a raven over on my new website, welcometokaciescorner.com, or follow me on my socials, also found there on the site and in the description of this episode. Send me your snack-sized ideas if you also deal with anxiety issues, and tell me how you manage them, how you manage building community, and I'll share it on my next episode. Let's learn from each other, as so much of what gets me through is what I've learned from others. One day, I hope to see a whole flock of ravens waiting for me there. Fingers crossed. You can also check out my latest videos over on my YouTube's channel, Kacie's Corner, also linked in the description. You can join me for members-only seasonal group spells over on my Ko-fi page and get exclusive access to special events like my chart reading with Teresa Marisa from 2 Geminis and a Leo, quarterly spells from my collection, and early access to my travel vlogs. I now have 3 tiers of membership available, so check them out. You can also check out my Ko-fi shop, open to members and non-members alike. I hope you've enjoyed your snack. Y'all have a great month. Go get you some water, stay hydrated, and I'll meet y'all right here, same witch time, same witch channel next month. If you've enjoyed your little break with me, consider leaving a review or rating to help me grow. And of course, be sure to subscribe and share. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Love you guys. Bye.